Welcome back to the Ryoko Show. I'm so happy you're joining me today. This episode is extra special because it marks a personal milestone for me. 13 years in Canada. And in just 11 days, I'll be closing this chapter in Toronto and stepping into a new adventure in Southeast Asia. I'll be traveling, connecting with new people, and helping others embrace their authentic lives, and just as I've worked on embracing mine. But this episode isn't just about my journey. It's about you, about all of us who feel stuck in a stable but unfulfilling life. We might be craving more, but also feeling the fear of stepping into something new. If you are standing at a crossroads right now, unsure whether to take that leap of faith, I want you to know that this episode is for you. And let me share my story with you, not just as a personal journey, but as a reflection of the things many of us go through. It's about overcoming fear, embracing change, and stepping into a life that's truly yours. When I first arrived in Canada, I was looking for stability. I thought if I can just get a 9 to 5 job, own a condo, and live the stable life, everything will be fine. And maybe you've had similar thoughts. It's easy to believe that if we follow a certain formula, get the job, buy the house, settle down, everything will fall into place. But here is the reality. Stability doesn't always equal happiness. I thought I had it all figured out. I had a job, a place to live, a routine. But deep down, I felt disconnected from who I was. I longed to travel, to experience new cultures, and to be around things that nourished my soul. But the thought of stepping away from the security I worked so hard to build felt like a huge risk. It's easy to stay in the safe zone even when we know it's not what we truly want. Can you relate to this? Have you ever built a life that seems perfect on the outside but feels empty on the inside? Do you feel disconnected from your true self, and even though your life seems stable? If so, I want you to know it's okay to feel that way and you are not alone. So, what holds us back? Here is the part where it gets real. The fear of change, fear of the unknown, fear of leaving behind the familiar. Even though I wanted to move toward a more authentic life, I feel so much resistance, and fear of starting fresh kept me stuck in place. Maybe you've experienced this too. The voice in your head telling you, this is not the right time. What if it doesn't work out? What people will think? These are the thoughts that hold us back from making changes, even when we know deep down that we need to. But what I discovered is fear isn't something to avoid, it's something to face. Fear is often a sign that you are on the edge of something important, a shift that's about to take you to the next level. When we face our fears, instead of letting them control us, we take away their power. And take a moment to think about the fear you might be feeling right now. What new beginnings are you resisting? What fears are holding you back from stepping into the life you desire? What if instead of seeing fear as something negative, you begin to see it as a sign that you are about to grow? When I was stuck in fear and uncertainty, I needed to find a way forward. That's when I started connecting with my future self. Now I know it might sound like a little strange, but hear me out. I imagine myself in the future, living the life I truly wanted, traveling, meeting new people, and living authentically. I ask myself, what would my future self tell me right now? And the answer was clear. Trust yourself. Take the leap. Let go of what's not serving you and move toward the life you really want. Visualizing my future self gave me a sense of direction and clarity. It gave me the energy to take action even when I was afraid. It was like receiving a boost of courage from the person I was becoming. And what would your future self say to you right now? How would your future self encourage you to move forward? Take a moment to close your eyes and imagine the version of you who has already stepped into the life you're dreaming of. What guidance or energy would they give you today? This next part was one of the hardest decisions I had to make, letting go. I made the decision to leave my stable 9 to 5 job, sell my condo, and these were huge steps, and they weren't easy. There were many moments when I thought, what if I'm making a mistake? But I realized that in order to create space for the life I really wanted, I had to let go of what was holding me back. And here is the thing, letting go doesn't mean losing, it means making room for something better. When you release what no longer serves you, you make space for what truly aligns with your authentic self. And it's not just about things. Sometimes it's about letting go of old beliefs, old fears, or old habits that keep you stuck. It's about clearing the way for the life you meant to live. Is there something in your life right now that you need to let go of in order to move forward? Whether it's a job, relationship, or an old belief, think about what you are holding on to that might be keeping you stuck. How could releasing it make room for something new and exciting? Now, here I am getting ready for this next big chapter, moving to Southeast Asia to live the life I've always dreamed of. I'll be traveling, connecting with people, doing the work I love, helping others reconnect with their true selves and live authentically. But here is the best part. This journey isn't about me. It's about you too. If you're ready to step into your authentic life, I want you to know that you have the power to do it. It's not easy and it won't happen overnight, but it's possible. It starts with trusting yourself, listening to your heart, and taking the first step even when it feels scary. What is one small step you could take today toward the life you truly want? It doesn't have to be a big leap, just one step. Maybe it's reaching out for help, setting a new goal, or simply giving yourself permission to dream big. The key is to take that first step. Well, that's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope my story has inspired you to start thinking about your own journey, about the fear, the resistance, and the opportunities that are waiting for you. If you are feeling stuck, remember that you have everything inside of you to create the life you truly desire. You just have to trust yourself, face your fears, and take that leap. I know it's easier said than done, but it's possible for you to take that first step. Until next time, remember, live a life that you love and that's true to who you are, and keep shining.